Hi, welcome to Meet the Artist. This program is brought to you by Hedberg Public Library and JATV Media Services. I'm your host, Teresa Nguyen. Meet the Artist features various local artists whose work will be on display in monthly exhibits at Hedberg Public Library. In the studio today, we have the very talented Karen Johnson, our featured artist for the month of November.
Thank you.
Welcome to the studio, Karen.
Thank you. Yes.
So I want to go way back to your early years and who encouraged you in the world of art?
Well, in grade school and high school, I never took art because I didn't think I had any talent whatsoever. And as I got older, I got into ceramics at one point, and I enjoyed that kind of painting. And then when I've done everything, baskets and stained glass, you name it, I've done it, I guess. But there was an artist in town that had a toll painting. She had a shop downtown, and my daughter was little, and I thought, I'm going to go try that. And I really just kind of fell in love with that. So since then, I've done oils and a couple of watercolors, got into China painting. Pretty much anything I can dabble in, I dabble in. I'm maybe sort of a jack of all trades, not a master of too many of them, but I enjoy it.
That's amazing. That's amazing, really. So did you end up taking a class, an art class?
Yes. At one time when they had, I can't think of their name. They had it up on the hill where there's a spa now. They had the big department store, furniture store, Rost. And they had lessons up there. They'd had artists come in and give lessons. So I took many 3-4 day seminars up there, which I really liked. Very cool.
Very cool. And is there a particular artist, either a local artist or someone, famous that you look up to that sort of inspires you?
Well, I work at Jack's Custom Printing, and so we work with a lot of local artists, so I get a lot of inspiration from them. A lot of them have cards made with their art pieces, and I finally did that with some of mine too. It was just, I thought, well, this is just the natural progression. I can do that. So I did that. But yeah, the Becky Driscoll, I love her watercolors.
Yeah.
When I worked there, I always told her it was Christmas when her new art came in. But there's really too many to mention because there are some excellent artists.
Local
artists. Local artists.
Yeah.
And so I've thought of joining the art league, and I just keep putting it off, but I should do it.
Yes, you should.
I should.
So the different types of mediums, you seem to do a variety, and tell me about the different types of art that you like to do then.
Well, I think I really like oils the best because you can do so much more blending. Acrylics is a little drier medium. And then China painting is a lot like watercolors, which of course I don't think is as forgiving as some of the other arts. And China painting, you're painting backwards. You have to have your lights there first and leave them, or you will cover everything up. The same with watercolor. You kind of have to be sure your sky is there, your lights are there. So that really makes the brain work. And I think it's a good exercise because you're thinking backwards, which is very good for us.
That's really interesting.
Yeah,
like a negative kind of thing. So you brought some pieces with you.
Yes.
We'd like to talk about those. Let's start with this beautiful rural scene over here.
Thank you. That was one that I did. Most of these I did many years ago. I got out of it when I was raising my family and working and so on. So that's not very new. But that was an oil painting that I just really do like oil paintings. And the same one with this one. That one, Renee happened to like when I had it sitting somewhere, and that's how I got involved with this whole thing, was this one little piece of art.
With the library, you mean?
Yeah, with the library and everything.
I love that winter scene. It's just so serene and beautiful. The colors, the cool colors, but yet then you have the warmth around the cabin.
It's one of the favorites. I've actually made geek clay prints for a few people and signed them and numbered them because it's one that everybody seems to like. So.
Yeah, I love that. It has kind of a Christmas feel to it.
Right.
Even though that's not really clear in the...
Right. We're not ready for that yet.
Pretty soon.
I know.
And then these on the table, you have a hedgehog. What inspired you to do that?
Well, I just like hedgehogs, and I've just been learning. I've only been doing this a couple of years, the China painting, and as I said, it's kind of a complicated art because these have each had 3 firings.
Wow.
it's a very permanent procedure. It's a ground glass, and you mix it with oil, and that's how you paint it, and so on. But I don't know, I just like hedgehogs, and so I thought, well, that's a good practice for all the little points and little eyeball and so on.
Right.
And the other one,
have a Halloween scene,
right,
that's really intriguing because of those greens and the blacks blended together.
I have an amazing teacher. He comes to town. He's actually nationally known, but he lives in Jefferson. And he comes to town and teaches on a Monday afternoon, and there's several of us ladies that just thoroughly enjoy taking classes from him.
Nice.
So he's amazing, yeah.
So he encouraged you then. That's great. So have you done a lot of exhibiting? Tell me about your past exhibits.
No, I haven't really. My husband passed away 5 years ago, and I've had to clean out a big house that we've had for 50 years. So I started pulling these were all in the closet. I never displayed them in my own home. So I had a friend that said, well, you've got an apartment, you need to put these on the wall. So that's how this has only been a year and a half that I've gotten them out. So they've just been hiding in closets, other than the China painting. I've done that for a couple of years, but yeah, no, they were just hidden away. I used to work for Susan Otterson here in town. I don't know if you know her, that does beautiful coats and things. She was a fiber artist, and that was a knitting. So I got to go to a lot of shows because I would take her products to shows, and I worked for another artist in Green Bay, same thing. I got to the merchandise mart in different cities, and so I've just loved the field of art. I love looking at any kind of art, and I'm very tactile. I like things I can get my hands in. Sure. So yarns and paints and anything messy, you know. So. Yeah. So that's where I've done that sort of thing for lots of years, but not my things.
That's fascinating that you're prolific and you've done all these different types of art, but you haven't brought it out to the public. Well, we are glad you are doing that.
Well, thank you.
Now.
Thank you.
And was it challenging to choose some pieces for the Hedberg exhibit?
Not really, because I don't have that many.
Oh.
I've done stained glass, I've done baskets. I have little pieces of this and that everywhere, sure, you know, but I don't really have a big collection. I need to get back to doing some painting is what I need to do. Yes,
you do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think you're right. Well, we're really excited for this. Are you excited?
Yeah, overwhelmed. Excited, yes.
That's terrific. Well, I want to thank you for coming in today and doing this interview with me and allowing our viewers to get a sneak preview of your work. It's been fun.
It's been fun for me to talk about it and think about it more. You've opened up some avenues of thought for me, so I appreciate that.
Very good. Well, we invite the public to come visit the library this month to check out Karen Johnson's display. Thank you all for joining me today. Please check out this program on JATV Media Services, Charter Cable Channel 994. You can also find it on JATV's YouTube channel. Remember, don't wait for another day. Go out and make some wild, whimsical, wonderful art. I'm your host, Teresa Nguyen. I'll see you next time on Meet the Artist.